Welcome back to the Scottish Football Roundup, bringing you all the highlights from a busy weekend in the William Hill Championship and League One. Coming up this week, Championship leaders St Johnstone put on a show at Capello, Ross County come out on top in a 5-goal thriller in Dingwall, and Cali Thistle get back to winning ways in League One. First, let's head to Inverclyde, where Morton welcomed St Johnstone. Saints were aiming to bounce back following last weekend's loss to Arbroath. They made a quick start at Capello, with Chekti Abati opening the scoring inside 5 minutes. Slack play at the back from Morton would bring about St Johnstone's next opening. Jamie Gullen being played into the Morton box and biding his time before going for goal and making it 2-0 inside 12 minutes. And St Johnstone's excellent start would continue throughout the first half. 26 minutes gone when top scorer Josh McPake cut inside and fired home his 9th league goal of the season. Morton were firmly under the cosh for the majority of the first period, but would have a good chance to pull one back. Eamon Brophy's flicked effort easily saved by Toby Stewart. But soon enough, it was St Johnstone on the attack again. 34 minutes on the clock when attacker Gullen showed his class with a brilliant turn on the edge of the box and a fine finish for 4-0. 4 first-half goals, leading Saints to victory at Capello. Ross County came flying out the traps in this encounter in Dingwall. The Staggies taking the lead inside the first 2 minutes, thanks to an excellent strike from midfielder Scott Fraser. And County would have another big chance to score just a minute later. Ronan Hale doing well to pick off a misplaced pass and ride a challenge before setting up Jordan White for 2-0. County would create a few more openings in the first period, but at the tail end of the half, Dunfermline would create a big chance at the other end. Andrew Todd meeting Shea Kearney's cross and heading home to have the deficit in stoppage time. And Dunfermline would carry their momentum forward into the second half. 53 minutes on the clock when Todd played a dangerous ball into the area, with Connor Randall turning home at the wrong end. After being on the back foot for a period, County would have a big opportunity from a 67th minute free kick. The ball bouncing around in the Pars box, with striker Hale supplying an excellent finish for 3-2. And the Northern Irishman would have a chance to double his tally late in the game. He did well to work a shooting angle, but saw his strike well saved by Billy Tyrrell. And Hale would again go close as County continued to pile on the pressure. The striker seeing a left-footed strike rattle off the woodwork in a crowded penalty box. 3-2 the final score, as County claimed their second win of the championship season. Thistle travelled to Kirkcaldy, hoping to make it 3 wins in a row in the league. The first chance of the game coming to Tony Watt, with his shot too central to trouble Josh Ray. Rovers were hoping to end a poor run of recent form in the championship. Scott Brown with their first real sight of goal, his effort comfortably saved by Joshua Clark. Both sides were pushing for an opening goal before half-time. Partick Thistle's next chance breaking in the box for Logan Chalmers, with the winger unable to direct his header on target. Into the second half, and Raith Rovers were on the front foot, pushing for the lead. 55 minutes on the clock, when Dylan Easton worked a half-yard of space and squeezed home the opening goal. And having found the opener, Raith were soon pushing for a second. Into the 67th minute, when a corner kick found its way to Paul Hanlon, who doubled Rovers' advantage. Rovers securing a crucial win, their first since late September.
To defend here, inside the 5 minutes. Collie Curtin misses it, and it's narrowly wide. Well, there was a heart-and-mouth moment for us here. Back to Aidan Wilson. McMaster. Good ball for Henderson, good first touch. Ewan Henderson's second touch takes him a wee bit, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Airdrie penalty. He scored these other penalties. Those were in the League Cup. He scores! Ewan Henderson back on the score sheet. 8 goals for the season. Looking for Telfer, who put Wilkie under pressure. He clears over his head. Good from McKinnon to get it to Mockray. Gallagher. Mockray, can he get the shot? Chris Mockray, great save, McAdams. Wonder if he could have taken that earlier. Chris Mockray. Your head. Ball in the box. Airdrie need to defend here, they need to watch. It's good from Riley to keep it alive. Ball in the box though. Stewart's header, great save. Solid goalkeeping save there. Just a strong hand from Matty Connolly to prevent Scott Stewart equalising. Again, his header well cut out by Flynn. And here comes Arbroath. Down to Wilkie. Crossbar rattled, but it dips over the bar. It trickles wide of the post. Marshall wide for McIntyre. It's past Strap, it's in the box. And it's dug over the bar by Dow. You're just waiting for the net to bulge there. There's that ball to Todorov. Come Arbroath, Cochrane, Flynn. To Labudi, he shoots narrowly wide of Airdrie's right hand post. Well.
Ayr United travelled to the south side hoping to bounce back after a defeat last weekend. They went close to taking an early lead in Glasgow, with Anton Dowds hitting the post early on. Queen's Park would be given an uphill task inside 9 minutes, when fullback Henry Fieldson was shown a straight red card for a sliding challenge on Ayr's Dylan Watrett. From there, Ayr United would push hard for the opening goal, the Honest Men going close from a well-worked corner kick. Ayr would continue to pile on the pressure throughout the first half, with the away side creating a multitude of chances. Mark McKenzie seeing a headed effort hit off the post. Scott Brown's team though would come again, with another big chance breaking in the Queen's Park box. Anton Dowds with the eventual strike, which was well saved by Callum Ferry. Chances were few and far between for the home side, Aidan Connolly trying his luck from a free kick from distance. Into the second half, and Ayr continued to push for the opener. Kevin Holt seeing a header cleared off the line from a corner kick. Dom Thomas would go close to haunting his former club during the second half. He worked an angle for a strike, with Queen's stopper Ferry making another big save. 0-0 the final score in Glasgow, as Queen's Park's 10 men kept out Ayr United. Let's take a look at the latest standings in the William Hill Championship. St Johnstone have a 3-point lead at the top, following their big away win at Morton, while Airdrie are now just 3 points behind Queen's Park after their first win of the league campaign. Now it's off to Broadwood, as Accies welcomed Queen of the South on Friday evening. Queens were hoping for better after a difficult away day at Balmoor last weekend. They made a good start at Broadwood, with an early chance coming for Jack Stott, who bustled his way through a challenge to open the scoring in the 18th minute. After a difficult week off the pitch, Accies were hoping for a positive result on it. The home side going close to an equaliser, with Ollie Shaw's effort kept out by Ross Stewart. Into the second half, and Accies continued to search for that equalising goal. Another good chance coming the way of Shaw from a well-placed cross, the striker's header drifting wide of the goal. But soon enough, it was the away side with a big chance to double their advantage. A deep free kick in the 67th minute, being turned home at the wrong end by Accies' Cale Luffrey. But having gone 2 behind, Accies would step things up on the hunt for a way back into the game. 71 minutes gone, when Connor Smith produced a moment of magic to pull one back. Accies, though, unable to turn things around, as Queens hung on for all 3 points. Cally Thistle were aiming to get back to winning ways when they made the trip to Balmoor. Veteran striker Billy Mackay with an early effort, which he dragged wide of the mark. The away side remained on the front foot after the break. Cally working a half chance in the Peterhead box, with Chanka Zimba only able to find the side netting with a strike. Peterhead were struggling to create clear-cut chances in this one. The Blue Toon would try their luck from a free kick situation, with the second effort deflecting wide of the goal. Peterhead's next crack at goal would come from long range. Kieran Shanks with the strike, which drifted over the bar. But after a few speculative efforts from the home side, it was Cally on the attack again in the 67th minute. Paul Allen seeing an initial effort saved, with Mackay on hand to fire home the rebound. Peterhead would respond well to going behind though. Attacker Max Barry doing well to work a shooting angle here, with Ross Monroe making an important save. The Blue Toon would continue to ask questions of the Cally keeper. Defender Aaron Steele the next to see an effort saved by Monroe. But Cally would have a chance to put the result beyond doubt late on. A big chance breaking for Alfie Stewart, whose effort was blocked on the line, with striker Mackay seeing penalty appeals waved away as it ended 1-0 at Balmoor.
Swung in by Murray, headed away, but only as far as Arnott. Arnott bowls out back to Murray, swings in across, and Johnston's arriving, he misses out McCarville's shot, and it's cleared off the line. Johnston back to Moore. We're getting into the box and it's a good challenge in the end, but only as far as Ferguson, who lines up a shot, goes for goal, and it's a save by Rollo. Let's move into Murray Thomas. Thomas lines up a shot now, and it's spilled by Rollo. McCarville's there. Got the header. It's Peggy. Out to McKenna. Gets the cross in. And Adamson comes out. But Miller's there. It's Lewis Moore. Back to Johnson. Arnott gets there ahead, and it's a penalty for Kelly Hearts. And it's Murray to take, and it's saved by Rollo. It's McLeod frees Fife. Cross in, flicked goalwards, and it's in from McKenna. And East Fife double their lead.
Nichols the target, he'll put this down.
It's McNichol.
Gregor Nicholl!
That's forward for East Fife. Gregor Nicholl off the bench.
Cove Rangers came into this one aiming for their first win of the league campaign. The Toonsers applying pressure on the Montrose defence at the tail end of the first half, with a chance breaking to defender Leighton Bisland, who made it 1-0 in the 43rd minute. Montrose would come out with a point to prove after the break as they searched for a leveller. Graham Webster going close with a strike from inside the Cove box. But Cove would go on to create more chances in the second half as they pushed for another goal. This one breaking to Blair Yule, whose strike sailed well off target. And the away side would continue to turn up the heat at Links Park. 58 minutes on the clock when Adam Emsley showed his class with a brilliant run before laying one on for David Egbelbor to double Cove's advantage. It has been a difficult season so far for Cove Rangers, but they showed all their best qualities in this encounter. Into the 80th minute, when another chance would arise for Paul Hartley's side, Lewis O'Donnell scoring to make it 3-0. Despite the 3-0 scoreline, Montrose continued to probe in search of a way back into the game. Kyle McClements seeing a header saved by Cove stopper Robbie Much. Montrose would continue to push late in the day, the home side creating a pair of chances after neat work between Gus Stevenson and Blair Lyons, with Stevenson hitting the post and Lyons missing the rebound as it ended 3-0 in Angus. Stenhousemuir made the trip to Clackmannanshire, aiming for a fourth win in a row in all competitions. Striker Matty Aitken going close to the opening goal, with Liam McFarlane making a big save as the Wasps were eventually able to quell the danger. The chances kept on coming for the away side. A corner kick seeing Ross Meehan have an effort cleared from danger by Stevie Hetherington. One of Alloa's first real chances would come from a free kick situation, the ball being headed into the path of David Devine, who saw his strike comfortably saved by Darren Jameson. Alloa were growing into the game throughout the first half. They would try their luck with a strike from range as Luke Rankin saw his effort beaten away by Jameson in the Stenhousemuir net. The Wasps' next opening would arise from a corner kick, Rankin getting his head to a loose ball, with Jameson again making the save. Into the second half, and both sides continued to push for the opening goal. Alloa midfielder Stefan Skugel being shown a yellow card for a foul in the middle of the park. And the Alloa midfielder would be in trouble on the hour mark. Skugel shown his second yellow card as the Wasps were reduced to 10 men with 30 minutes to play. Stenhousemuir would press to take advantage of the extra man. Defender Meehan working a shooting angle outside the box, with his effort held by McFarlane. Despite being a man light, Alloa would apply pressure on the Stenhousemuir defence late in the game and win a free kick just outside the Warriors' penalty area. Callum Burnside took the free kick for Alloa, with Jameson making an excellent save as it ended goalless at the Rex. Now for a look at the William Hill League 1 table. Stenhousemuir lead the way, just 1 point ahead of Inverness Cally Thistle, while Accies sits 7th, following a 6-point deduction for breaching SPFL rules. That's all for this week. Join us again next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.